going on, everyone? Daniel here. It's time to review Mr. Robot Season 2, Episode 5, titled Logic Bomb. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 3 minutes to recap it, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thank you so much for joining me. I know I'm a few days late. That's my bad, man. A lot of things going on. Suicide Squad came out. A bunch of crap with that, man. Lovely movie. My review's on the channel. I also have my spoiler review. Really fun movie. Squad! Anyway, Mr. Robot happened, and you know, I always, I'm like, I should probably get this over with. I could have watched this, I believe, Friday, and then I didn't, so I watched it now on a Monday, early in the morning, and I look at it, and I'm like, God damn, why is every episode of Mr. Robot so damn good? Because Esmail, the director, dude, you're amazing. Like, you are simply one of the best. Like, you deserve a lot of awards, and I think you're the writer too, the director. Like, you have you're I don't know how to say it. Mr. Robot is one of the best shows, and I never ever in my mind thought USA. Before I saw Mr. Robot Season 1 last year when it premiered, I never thought to myself, USA, really? A show on USA? That's going to get canceled. And Suits is still going on and shit like that. I'm like, and man, Mr. Robot just proves, man, like, it's such a fantastic, the acting, the writing, the lighting, the cinematography, everything about it's like watching an hour movie, or, you know, a 45-minute movie, basically, every week, and it's just so enjoyable. It feels like I should be paying to see this than free, you know, so. Let's get on to Mr. Robot, excuse me for that, whatever you call it. So Elliot's on the computer, he lives for it, he's talking about dialogue, and he's going all crazy. It transitioned from, like, night to day, and he's like, I live for this shit. So that's going on. Darlene wants Angela to hack the FBI, or at least wants her to be a part of it, so that way they could, you get into the system, or, I mean, you go into the area, you put down the cell phone and all that, and we'll access it from there, and we will erase the files of you and Elliot that the FBI has about you guys. Elliot says no to that idea. He doesn't want that, but yet Mr. Robot's clamoring down on him, and I love how Mr. Robot's very calm in this episode. Like, he does get angry, but he's not like, you know what, Elliot? We have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally like, Elliot, I don't think this is a smart idea. Listen, please, we need to get this done now. You know, he's not full on like, God damn it, Elliot, I'm the master of your mind. He's literally like calming and talking with him, and he's like, all right, Elliot, you know, she's right. You know, we have to do this. Damn it, Elliot, I said listen. You know, and then he gets a little crazy. Then he gets a little bit, but he calms himself before that. So Dominique, the cop, and her allies and her people are in Beijing, and she sees people with masks, and she meets the leader of the Dark Army, and yet she doesn't know that she doesn't know that she is in the midst of the Dark Army. So they mention it, and she's like, to the leader of the Dark Army, she's like, we need all the files you have on the Dark Army. And I love how BD Wong was just like, why, yes. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, BD Wong, you're always crazy. So that happens. Tyrell sent his wife, or baby, technically, but he sent a package to his wife, which is a gift to his baby, which is, you know, the little bell crap, whatever you get for your baby. It's like, I paid $10 for this. And it's like a bell thing and all that. Angela talks to an old boyfriend from season 1, of course. I think he's the one who put the disc in where Gideon in the office was. Was it All Safe or something like that? I forget what it's called. But he put the disc in or something, and then it got hacked into the system and crap like that. Really good. I remember him now. He has like hair, more hair and stuff like that. So he's snitching on Angela to the FBI, and he's recording the conversation and everything. And she's like, "Are you serious?" She ends up walking away, man. She's out of there. So Tyrell's wife, bodyguard, killed one of the guys that were most likely going to snitch on her, or just couldn't hold it anymore. He didn't want to do the job anymore. He didn't want to be like, he's hiding too much. And the bodyguard comes in, puts a needle, paralyzes the man, breaking stuff in his apartment, making it look like a break-in, and then he puts a bullet into his chest and a bullet into his head. Fucking silencer. Takes the man down. That scene alone, I was like, every single week, I shit you not, there are 2 or 3 scenes in every Mr. Robot episode where I'm like, oh my god, this deserves an Emmy. Every freaking episode. And I'm like, damn, like, I watch a lot of TV, man. I watch a lot of shows. And there's only one show that I could say that deserves a fucking Emmy right there and then. Simple as that. Mr. Robot. God dang. I heard there's only going to be 3 seasons in a way. That Sam Esmail only has like a 3-chapter arc, like a 3-arc season. Please, man. If you could do this every single year somehow, if you could just find a way, dude. I mean, 3 seasons I don't want you to like keep on writing till it becomes sucky like Dexter or something like that. Like, don't let it lose its steam. But I need it to continue. I need this show, man. This show is just... It proves something, man. I love that. So the guy's dead, the needle and the silencer. Dominique finds this clock room and she talks to the Dark Army leader, B.D. Wong. And, you know, he shows the woman's clothes and he's like, my sister. Oh, this is my sister's room. Do you want to touch the clothes and stuff like that? And all that weird stuff, you know. I need you to tell me the answers, Bruce. Hello. My name is... Hugo Strange, you know. I can't even do the Hugo Strange impression anymore. That's sad. Dominique, the next day she's ready to go back to the US of A. Or I may be wrong. They're in a certain area. That may not be an airport, my bad. So they're like in a little hotel or motel in Beijing or whatever. And they're in the lobby. And all of a sudden this girl, you know, she's like, look at me. I'm going to get me some cupcakes. And like she's getting the cupcakes and shit like that. And then all of a sudden... just everybody getting freaking mowed down, murdered, massacred. You would think like something happens like what happens if something happened last week and they're like, sorry, we're not going to show this episode out of the respect for the dead. Next week, we're going to postpone it. Some shit like that, like something that horrific happened in this episode. And I'm surprised that Dominique didn't even get hit. She didn't even get you could tell she was scared. She was genuinely like damn, man. I mean, it's so good. So, I did not even expect it. I'm pretty sure no one expected gunfire to happen. I mean, it felt a little misty. But you know how Mr. Robot is. It's like big, wide-in camera, and this is the character right here, and then the rest is showing the environment and stuff. Angela will do the hack for Elliot. And, well, not for Elliot, but she's going to do the hack and try to clear the names and stuff. I mean, it's either wait to get caught or do something about it and get off my ass. Elliot's beaten up by Ray's men, and the guy's eye that helped Elliot early in the episode, his eye is, well, it's on the floor. And he's getting beaten up in public at night. You're telling me nobody hears Elliot getting beaten up? Like, nobody whatsoever? Pretty sure somebody would do something or call the cops or something. I'm just assuming. I'm assuming so. Maybe different where Elliot lives. What did I think about this episode overall? First off, I love the ending of this episode, and I love that final shot of the eye, because as it starts to creep on it, as it starts to close up on that eye there, it starts to sting at your soul, and this is what it did for me, because I don't, I see action movies, I see blood dripping, I see gory shit, yeah, sure, but when it's just focusing on an eyeball, and it's going down and down, and you could see just, it looks so damn real, it starts to creep you out even more and more, and it's hitting you at your soul there, man, like, this guy's eye was popped out or cut out. What the hell's wrong with it? I mean, it's really freaking gross. There's an eye on the sidewalk. I don't walk outside, go on the sidewalk. There's the neighbor's eye. You know, nothing like that. So, I love the ending. The gunshots, again, that was very I did not expect that whatsoever. That was a really good surprise. And hopefully Dominique is okay, because you're telling me that was just 2 shooters? I mean, all her friends are dead. Like, that's something. That's messed up, man. I mean, all because they mentioned the Dark Army and this is crazy crap there. The opening of the episode, the dialogue, again, all the dialogue in this show is just fantastic. I mean, you literally could, if you lose yourself and don't listen to the dialogue, you're not going to get how this show works. Mr. Robot being more calm. Again, I thought Christian Slater's doing a fantastic job. All the actors in this episode did an amazing job. Not one actor did a poor performance. Everyone did an awesome and memorable and fun, awesome acting. The paralyzed and getting killed part with a silencer, that the practical and CGI effects, I don't know if there's any CGI effects in this episode, but I'm just saying, but all the effects in here, whether it's practical or CGI, whatever it is, was still very well done and very well handled, very well written, very well acted out, very well reacted. As well as BD Wong just did a fantastic job again, man. And we finally got to see him. You know, we don't see him as a woman and be like, that was all the time you have. You only had a minute of time. Bye-bye. We actually got to see him talk. We actually got to see him be somebody else for once in the show, and I thought that was very interesting and very intriguing to see that. The only cons for this episode, the stuff I did not like, the stuff I wasn't a fan of, well, first off, Tyrell's wife. I know, you know, well, why don't you like her? I mean, well, yeah, I mean, sure, her scenes are important, and they're dragging out this Tyrell stuff. I understand it's going to be a big thing. I'm not talking about Tyrell himself. I'm just talking about Tyrell's wife. Like, that stuff's getting old. So, like, why does she think she's the number one person? What, I mean, like, there's really people out there that are like, high society. Oh, look at me. I drink wine at night. Oh, look at me. You know, she should probably be a mom and actually be taking care of her baby instead of, like, did you kill the guy? Or, like, whatever business she's into and stuff like that. Does she have any good in her soul whatsoever at all? Why is she so... like, I could do anything I want in the world, or you know what I mean? Like, she feels like she has all this freedom she could do. It's sickening to see her sometimes, man. Like, Tyrell's wife is annoying as hell. Very annoying. So that's something there. And also, she went outside, and, you know, Tyrell seems to be close, playing those mind games there. The clock room. Why, when she entered the clock room, there were literally people in the hallway and they didn't see her go into the clock room. They didn't look at her go into the clock room. Are you serious? Are you drunk? Did you guys not see her go into the clock room? Also, as well, why, you know, when BD Wong comes in and he's like, you have wandered off from the party. I was looking for the bathroom. Why don't you just say I'm looking for the bathroom? Like, what's taking you forever? Just say I was looking for the bathroom. Sorry, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Like, why are you so like, oh, what are all these clocks? Like, I'd just be like, I gotta go to the restroom, man. Like, did she ever get to go to the restroom? We never even got to see her go to the restroom. I don't even know if she went to the restroom. So little things like that, man. Like, it's still important. Like, why are you like? So it's a room full of clocks. Oh my God, you know, my room's full of posters. Oh my, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Little things like that. Like, it's not, oh my God, room full of clocks. The people collect stuff. He collects clocks, obviously. So, you know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Why didn't she just go to the restroom? Why didn't, you know, all this little stuff there? Thanks to her, for her wandering off, she got all of her people killed. Good job, Dominique, and your nose and everything, you know, all that stuff. But overall, man, again, it's just a great episode. I mean, you can't hate on this show. This episode alone was just another great episode. Entertaining. Rami Malek, he's just so damn good. So damn good at his job. Overall, I'm going to give this episode an A-, secondarily a solid B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. You could comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Follow my Facebook page down below. I mean, you can like my Facebook page down below. You can share with your friends, and I'll see you next week for more Mr. Robot. Until then, subscribe for more. Bye-bye.